Use the spoon. One, we take mathematics. Ah,
Good evening, guys. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Okay, great. How are you doing today? Give me some
Fine.
minutes. Okay. Ah, whose baby is that? That person. What's the baby saying? Is it greeting us? Good evening, guys. How are you doing today? Yes, we will start soon. Our facilitator will soon join us, and we are starting very soon. So, how has been your weekend? I want to hear from you people. How has been your weekend? How was everything, like the assignments? Were you able to attempt it? Do you have any challenges? Let me know. Have you submitted? I hope you've submitted. I can see Gloria's chat. Good evening, Gloria. Blessing, good evening. Priscilla, good evening. Mary Kendi, good evening. Mr. Sylvester, good evening. You guys are not saying
Yeah, good
anything.
evening.
No, ma.
I said, have you submitted your assignment?
No, ma.
Why? Is it the second one? No, I mean the first one. No,
The spreadsheet.
and that one will be due by by Friday. We are in a new week.
You never submit am o.
Okay, you still have time now. I'm asking for the social media activity.
Does anyone have issues with the DP?
What's that one?
That get DP's that DP that you uploaded, that we asked you to upload. Yeah, some
Yes.
people said they're having issues with downloading it.
If anyone has issues with the DP, just send me a personal chat on WhatsApp. Nobody's
So
even
if
responding.
you have issues with it, with downloading your DP, just reach out to Mr. Sylvester on WhatsApp. He's the community manager. Blessing said she's unable to download it.
Reach out to me on WhatsApp. We just want to verify that actually you tried to do it and that you were not able to. So I'll tell you what to do so that we can assess you.
I guess is the network from their end, because a lot of people are able to download it. Probably is their network. So nobody has issues with your assignment, your practical. I mean the
Ma, I
yes.
have issues with my assignment, and I'm on the spreadsheet and also the cell. But
What's the
I I really don't understand what you said that we should do.
change the assignment? You didn't understand what I said you should do. Shebi, I said you should create cell. I said you should match cell horizontally and vertically, and you should fill it with colors. Let me let me let me confirm. But I knew I said you should create cell and merge. Create a Google sheet. Inside the sheet, merge cell vertically and horizontally. Color the merged cell and text colors. It was demonstrated in the video. So you are to merge your cell. You merge vertically and horizontally. You merge vertically, horizontally. After you merge it, you fill in it with colors. Instead of white, you can fill it with any color of your choice. Then the text too, instead of having a black text color, you color it to another color. So that's what e means. I now said inside the Google Docs document you create, you should copy link to your Google Sheet. You should create a Google Docs document, then link to that Google Sheet that you created. You should input it inside your Google Docs, and then your Google form as well. You should input it inside, and now submit link to your Google Docs alone. But you know that your Google form link and your Google Sheet link is inside your Google form document. Do you understand?
Okay, ma. But
Yes.
what are the things that I should write, like the text?
Anything, just create a document. Anything.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you, ma.
And you can write your CV. You
What
can write
are
your
what are
CV.
that what are the things that
You can write your CV. You can use your CV as that document. Anyways, if you write your CV for me, if you use your CV, it's most likely I review it for you. Because some people share their CV with me over the weekend and I was able to review some. So if you want me to review your CV, you can create it as a document inside that Google Docs. You can use your CV then share it. So I'll review it for you.
Okay, ma. Thank you, ma.
You're welcome. Okay, our facilitator is here. I will I will read a bio, a little bio of hers, and after reading a bio, we'll be starting tonight's session.
Hello?
Hi, Favor, can you hear me? Good evening.
Yes, I
Okay.
can hear you. Good evening. Good
Good
evening,
evening.
everyone. Gosh, it's so ironic how like my class is about productivity and time management, and I'm coming late. I'm so sorry. The time shows
That's
like
fine.
8 p.m. So, but I'm so
That's
happy
fine.
to be here. Thank
Wait
you so much
first.
for inviting
Wait.
me.
Let me read your bio first
Okay.
before you start.
Oh, okay, okay.
Then, okay. Yeah, calm down. Okay, let's meet our facilitator. So I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Meet the digital skills bootcamp facilitators. So Favor Nelson, aka the Blazing CEO, is a productivity coach, entrepreneur, content creator, and writer dedicated to helping individuals achieve productivity as a lifestyle. She is the founder of Productive You by FN, a self-development brand that empowers people to optimize their time and resources for purposeful living. Passionate about teaching and inspiring growth, Favour has built a thriving LinkedIn community of over 10,000 followers. She has collaborated with esteemed organizations like LinkedIn Local Ilorin, Tech Talk, Covenant University, Cowrywise, UNESCO and Enactus, among others. Guided by her mantra, "Partner in Progress," she continues to inspire individuals to be their best selves and embrace a life of growth and impact. Ladies, make welcome with me, Favour Nelson.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you. You look
Welcome,
stunning, by
ma.
the way.
Great to have you on
Thank
the call.
you. Thank you. So I don't know whether I can share my screen to share the slides or how is
Yeah,
it going to go. Will you share it?
no, you can.
Okay, you share it. Okay. I I don't know. I don't use Google Meet. I don't know if I've used. Let me see if I can. Rich, I should not share my slides from your side. So I'll not take time because I think I've taken a lot of time. So so today's topic is basically about productivity tools. Well, and when the topic was sent to me, I think the first thing that came to my mind was that I really wanted to give you guys a background on what productivity is about and what even shows that okay, you're being productive. And anyway, thank you everyone for the warm welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I don't know, Rachel, I don't know if you can hear me, but
I
I
can
don't
hear
know
you.
whether
I'm
you have my
about to
slides.
share it.
Okay,
I'm
okay. So before she shares the slide, I've opened the comment section. I want to see everyone's answer. How has 2025 been for you so far? Like you guys, the fact that it's 20th of January, I don't know, I don't know, but how has the year been for you so far? Describe how 2025 has been for you so far. Has it been a very enjoyable year? Are you sticking to your resolutions and your habits? Like, how has it been for you guys so far? I want to hear from everyone. I want to believe that we are all very, very active and are all present and here. But, like, how has the year been for you so far? Describe it in one word. I can't see any message now. Are you guys? And Rachel, are these people quiet? I hope you guys are not quiet because I'm not quiet at all. The class, I'm supposed to.
We are not quiet,
No,
mommy.
ah,
They're not
okay. So you said you guys are not quiet. Yeah. Let me see in the comments. Type how has the year been for you so far? Has it been a smooth year? Has it been very fast for you? I think for me it has been a very no, I think it has been a fast year so far. The fact that it's 20th already. Like I just finished screaming Happy New Year yesterday. But okay. And Sylvester said it has been fast for me. I feel it has been amazing. Oh my god, I'm so happy for you, goodness. Thank God. And the rest of your year will be also like very, very amazing as well. So our replies are coming again because of time. So Rachel told me that she really wanted me to touch on how to use Notion and Google Meet. So the thing is that because of time, I don't know whether I will do that in the next class. And since I'm taking you guys on Wednesday, as that then I'll be more not coming 1 hour late. But okay, still reading the comments. Medium said it's still digesting. I feel you personally. A part of me feels like my new year is going to start February. Then Elizabeth, the year has been good. So happy for you. Martin said, I thank God so far. It has been amazing. Okay, we love the rest of it. We love the rest of it. So now, over to the steps to being your most productive self in 2025. I didn't just want to talk on productivity tools. I wanted to talk on productivity. I think that's a strong foundation on how best live a productive life because a lot of us have different definitions of productivity. A lot of us you know, have an idea of what productivity should be, but it may not be so accurate. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys even get the step by step on how to live this year like your most productive year yet. And I want to be hearing testimonies from you guys. Rachel will get back to on what you guys hope you guys are making progress because this class is going to be it's very, very basic, but still very, very practical. I'll just be teaching things that helped me live a productive life. So now over to the next slide. What is productivity? Um so next slide please, Rachel. Okay, and Baba and Tina was like, good evening. Although I thought I wasn't ready, but it has been amazing. I'm so proud of you. Well done, well done, well done. So now over to what is productivity. So productivity is not just about working 247. I'm sure whenever we hear the word productivity, what comes to our mind is okay, work, work, work. You are working every time you are on your laptop, you're taxed one by one. But productivity is not just about that. Yes, there's also an element of like working hard and making sure that you are doing the right things to contribute towards your future. But it's not just about working. Number one is getting the right things done. You guys, something that a lot of us are very fond of is whenever we write a long list of every single thing that we are supposed to do. And because we are taking everything, we think that okay, we are being productive, but is more than just getting things done. It's getting the right things done. If you know that okay, you are supposed and tax you are taking off is saying how it is visiting your friend or eating or gisting or minor in tax that may not necessarily contribute towards what you want to achieve. You're just vibing. You're just being busy. You're not being productive at all. So it's not just getting things done. It's not just about getting this and this, getting the right things done. It's working smart instead of obviously still work hard, but it's all about working smart, getting the things that are supposed to be done. Then the next division is quality over quantity, very related to the first point I made. Because you completed 15 things today doesn't mean that your day has been productive. I don't know that you guys have ever experienced, and if you have experienced this, let me know in the comments below. um how many of you guys have experienced when you have ticked off a lot of things off your list, but yet you don't feel so fulfilled? You feel like I'm not done anything yet. It's something that I've felt time and time again, and that is because sometimes, not let me say, and sometimes most times we focus on very shallow, low effort, no in a way that you are supposed to do a very big project, which is like, okay, I'll give you an example now. It's just like how Rachel organizing this beautiful class. So this class is her big project. So instead of her to be doing that thing that would really make a significant change in her life, she's doing small, small things like, please, I'm cleaning your room and worship it is not small, but a lot of times we use small things to procrastinate. We're like, we're getting this thing done, so we are being productive. But instead, like, that's not how it's supposed to be. And that's why deep work is extremely important to your future the most. Then if you have time, you focus on the other things. So it's not about getting a lot of things, so it's getting the right things done and quality over quantity anytime, anyway. So now another thing productivity is walking the talk. One thing that a lot of us are guilty of is that if someone asks you, okay, what do you plan to achieve? We can say this and that, this and that. We can list, we can talk and talk and talk about the kind of future that we want to have, but to now execute it is that we don't do. If it comes to planning and planning and planning, we can plan for Africa. And to be honest, I'm also shooting myself in the leg as well because I'm a planner pro max. But it's one thing for it to plan. It's also one thing to, you know, talk about the kind of goals that you have, the kind of dreams that you have. But it's another thing for you to walk the talk. Productivity is all about being results oriented. Okay, you want to do this, get it done. You want to finish the project, you get it done. You want to submit this to your boss, you get it done. So it's all about what you preach, because if he's giving of advice and talking about how you want to be productive, every single person can do that. Every single person can do that. And you may ask yourself, okay, like, what do at first time majority of us, we know what we need to do to get to the top, but a lot of us are not willing to put in the work to get there. So it's not about talking, it's not just about writing your plans. Like if it's planning, I don't know whether you guys can see behind me, but I have a vision board there. Is if he's doing the vision board, if he's being like if he's doing the basic work, a lot of us are already doing it, but the actual work we're supposed to do, like implementing those, implementing those practices and those habits and doing those things that will help you get to it. So a lot of us are not doing that. So like, so soft girl life, you're not ready to do that. It's stressful. But you need to understand that to be productive, you need to really need to get your hands and dirty and get your hands to do the work. So yes, I just would like us to have like a basic definition of what productivity is: getting the right things done, quality over quantity. And so over to the next slide. And then please, I don't know if it's also to react, and so I can see whether you guys are listening, you guys are active. I don't know if it's also for you guys to react, but if you have any, just maybe reply to your favorite emoji or something, or react. So just not everyone is eating. But we check. I move over to the next slide. Okay. So now in achieving productivity, there are four things involved, and four things that I was able to plan better, have a better sense of direction, and build systems that helps me to be productive. So the first thing is clarity. Oh, you guys are actually responding to me in the comments. So the first thing is clarity of purpose. The second is routine, systems, and discipline. So Rachel, you can move over to the next slide. Thank you. So now over to clarity of purpose. Now the reason why this is extremely important is because a lot of us tend we want to do what the masses are doing. We want to follow our friends. We want to be part of the people that look like they know what they are doing. So we end up going through that same path without even asking ourselves whether that is where you are supposed to be. So the reason why knowing your purpose is very, very important, because like your purpose is one thing that even though you achieve every single thing in the world, if this is not achieved, you have not done anything. You have not fulfilled anything. So you need to ask yourself, like, okay, what is that one thing that come rain, come shine, you must achieve before leaving the earth? Now it's one brings the popular like all those mantras and vision and mission and all. It's like if you ask them, so okay, what's your goal? my goal is to do this and do that and do this. It's just a short matter, just to keep you grounded. That, okay, this is what you are meant to do. I have a particular mentor. His mantra is to teach young people how to be wealthy legitimately. So it's like, so every single thing that he does, that is a big goal that he's trying, that he wants to achieve. So for me, it's like, hi, I'm alongside in my journey to teach us to achieve productivity as a lifestyle. So it's every single thing that I want to do must be connected to that big purpose. So ask yourself, like, what's that big thing that you must achieve before leaving the earth? Now, there's a quote here by, I think, Mars or something. If you don't know where you are going, everywhere will look like it. And this is one thing that I want you guys to always remember. You must always keep it in your head. Like, if you don't know where you are going, everywhere will look like it. I want to share my experience from when I was in university. I attended communal university, and there are a lot of communities in Covenant, a lot of communities. So I don't know what I wanted to say. I don't even know what I was passionate about. So I was part of a lot of communities. I'm saying if there were, I always say if there were 10 communities in CU, I was in 8 or 9. I was everywhere, but I was nowhere because I was not focused on anything. I was moving because my friends were moving. I was not focused because I don't know what exactly I was meant to do. So once this is what I'm supposed to focus on, I was able to streamline my focus in a way that I now, my attention was now on things that contributed positively towards the kind of future that I wanted to achieve. So now, after obviously discovering your purpose, you ask yourself, okay, where are you right now, and where do you want to be? So if you are right here, obviously in this class, and you don't know exactly what you want to do with your life and all of that, but you want to be, let's say, a billionaire or something, like, what do you need to do? And that is where goals and resolutions come into play. So goals are basically like, those things that you want to achieve that will help you to become the kind of person that you want to be in the future. So ask yourself, okay, this is where you are, this is where you want to be. What are the steps you need to take to get there? What are the actions you need to take to get there? Is how you cannot become a millionaire if you have not saved 100K. It's how you cannot graduate from school if you don't get good grades or good GPAs every level. So ask yourself, okay, this is where you are right now, and this is where you want to be, and these are the steps you need to take together. It just helps you to, it's not about goals and resolutions. And once you have them, it guides your day-to-day living. It's like how you set goals for the year. So from those yearly goals, you set monthly goals. From those monthly goals, you set weekly goals. From those weekly goals, you set daily goals. It just has a way of keeping you grounded, and so that you know the kind of things that you are allowed into your life. So the kind of people that you would want to be around, and the kind of people that you cannot see yourself with. Why? Because your future self will demand that you take some sacrifice and take some steps to be able to achieve that particular person again that you want to be. So the next is prayer is key as well. I don't know how many of you guys are Christians or anything, but prayer is extremely important. Like, I cannot overemphasize how this is very, very important, because you can make all the plans and all, but if it's not what God has planned for you, no way. So prayer is key. Um ask for wisdom, ask for strength, ask for direction as well, and ask that God will put you in rooms that would elevate you. So that's another thing. So over to habits. So again, like, if you are with me, just let me know and all. And if you have any question, just be noting it down, and obviously I'll respond when it's time. So over to habits, and this is one thing that if you don't get this, if I just have to get it figured out. So the secret to success is found in a daily routine. Is what I mentioned earlier. To achieve in something, you need to, and I think so is the reason why you need to break down your goals and break down your resolutions. If you know that you want to finish a book, how many chapters do you need to read every single day to finish a book? If you know you want to become a billionaire, if you know you want to have a company, or what are the things that you need to do, what are the kind of lifestyle changes that you need to make to get there? I think at the end of December, and I just really pray I can remember the quotes. I was like, a lot of us, and I made a post about it, but the post basically spoke about how people are not getting what they want because they've not become a certain version of themselves that can really take advantage of those resources. So before you use that, yes, obviously we are all prayed to be wealthy, successful and all of that, but have you worked on your daily help you get there? You need to ask yourself those questions. What are the things that you're doing right now, every day, that you know for a fact, just be honest with yourself, that you know for a fact that will not get you to the kind of future that you want to achieve. You cannot wake up every morning and scroll for like 5 hours and think, oh my god, I'm going to become a millionaire. Oh my god, I'm going to be this. Oh my god, I'm going to be that. If Rachel was had that kind of routine, this kind of program will be created. And what I want you guys to realize is that, and what I need you to put in your destinies are attached to other people. If you are relaxed and you're taking your sweet time and you are being like a lackadaisical about your future, it could cause the down and fall of a lot of people, whether you know it or not. So your destinies attached to people is how this program wouldn't have come about if Rachel did not prepare it, didn't organize it and all. You guys would be learning a lot because I'm sure that you guys have had amazing speakers in a lot. But this thing would have been here if someone did not say, okay, let's do this because these people will benefit from this. So I'm still in habits. So over to yes, under habits also to um what is it called? Yes, and thank you. So you must have 3 to 5 negotiables every single day. The reason why this is important is because a lot of us, whenever we hear New Year resolutions, and let's be honest, like 15 habits that I want to take into the new year. Who are you deceiving? You're not even going to pass like first week of January. You're not. So I think it's best to just start small. Especially if you are someone that is still struggle with being consistent, just start small. Start with, let's say, even one habit or two or three. For me, maximum is five, and that and five is a stretch. For me, it's like three. Let's say number one, reading every single day. For me, then um, do it. I don't like 4 hour, 4 to 6 hours of deep work. And also like drinking a lot of water as well. Reading too. I said that reading is going to be my new hobby for this year. So again, like asking like, okay, what are those 3 to 5 negotiables that contribute greatly to your future and also even with your finances as well? Is why there are platforms like Piggyvest, Carrywise. You cannot just save 1 million at a go. They'll say, okay, how much should we save every single day to achieve your target goal? As I know that's what Piggyvest does. Like you say, okay, you want to achieve this. This is how much you need to save every single day or every single week to achieve that particular goal. So if something like that recognizes the need of daily contribution, how much more you so please take note of your habits and if not so many new habits, please don't let it be more than 5. Don't let it be more than 3 because majority of us are still struggling with this particular. Please take note of your priorities. Now the reason why this is important is if you know what the major goal is for you at a particular phase of your life, you know the kind of goals to set. If you know the kind of yes, goals to set, you know the kind of steps to take to achieve those goals. So if your focus at that point is your academics, like when I was in school, my major goal was to be school with a first class. Unless my parents will me. I don't know my parents have taught me. So I know that okay, at that particular time, this is not the time to be focusing on this and that, and this time to focus on your book. Now I'm done with school. The main thing is like okay, I want to become a billionaire and fast. So obviously there goes like working hard, jobs like hustling and all of that. So you need to ask like what is important to you at this particular phase of your life. Once you're able to recognize that, you can now set, the kind of goals that will cater to that particular phase of life. Like even with your self-development and skill, if you know okay, this particular skill is what you want to learn at this particular period of me, it's project management. I know that okay, I'm supposed to read this, I'm supposed to take this course, I'm supposed to watch some videos on YouTube. So this will just really, really guide you to know okay, these are kind of steps that you need to take to achieve the kind of goals I want to achieve for the year. So even when it comes to even managing your time as well, I think we'll talk about that on Wednesday. So I hope that all of you guys will be here. We'll talk about that on Wednesday. Just how to manage your time. So okay, this time to this time is just I'm supposed to do the balance of time blocking as well, all those things. And all see this class, the main purpose of this class is to keep you grounded and to keep you focused, to know that you want to achieve this not by manifesting, not by praying. You need to put in the work. And this class is just to teach you how best to put in the work, how best and not to just do careless work, but intentional work. So I hope that you guys are able to like understand like habits. So next time, if I don't want to see you doing 59 habits, so 5 is the maximum I want to see. DM me. Okay. Next slide, which are systems. So Rachel, you can go to the next slide. I'm looking at time. I have this class is just 1 hour, right? So over to systems. So you need proper systems to
No,
again, like
it's
if you are still
2 hours.
following, let me know.
2 hours
Two
class.
hours.
Yes.
Okay, so over to systems. So you need it's 2 hours. I have to take my time like what? I'll try to finish that attention span and I want to get to your questions and all. So over to systems now. Um, I don't know that I've heard this quote before. It's like people fall according to the level of their system. Systems and structures are extremely important because this is what works for you while you sleep. This is what is called and this is what helps you, do part-time and like habits, having your routine, very, very helpful. So you that's coming come shine. These are the things that you will do. And see you are contributing towards the future. So number one, proper routines in place to help you to know what to do per time. Now, this is very, very important. So your daily routine, how does your daily routine look like? I don't know if someone's microphone is on. Sylvester Obina. I don't know that I can mute yourself because I can hear myself. So I don't know whether Rachel can help me with that. So proper routines to keep in place and so you know what you do per time. So how when you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing you do? Before you go to bed, what are the things that you are supposed to do? So just having those proper routines will definitely keep you in check because you know it helps you to know to just make sure that every single end your day is more intentionally. So you need to have proper systems. So automations to help the system run. Now, this is also very, very important as well because using the way that tools like Notion has helped me, TikTok has helped me, lots of tools have helped me, you know, achieve my goals easy goals. And I know the kind of person I am. So it's no reason why another thing that Rachel, I don't know if you can hear me. Rachel. No, I don't. And don't move the slide yet. I don't know that I can mute.
Okay, I should not someone.
Yes, yes, because it's distracting me.
I can't even
Okay,
find it.
thank you. Okay, I think person has been muted. But
So
still back to the other slide on systems. Thank you.
let me move.
So what was I even saying? Yeah. Yes, another thing that is also really helping in my productivity and journey is recognizing the fact that I need accountability partners. I don't play with my accountability partners at all. I'm very, very serious about them. I know that's okay. I cannot do some things if some people don't keep me in check. So I have people that help me with my spiritual, my career, my finances, and just to make sure that okay, I'm kept in check. So this can be part of your system as well. So like what are the things that you can do to just always keep you in check and keep you grounded and focus on work? So the third point is being self-aware cannot be overemphasized. The reason I put this point is because it's just like how we go online and we see people starting their day around like 4 a.m. and 3 a.m., taking a 2 hour jog, doing this and doing that. And if I have to be honest with some of, or like some of us cannot wake up at that time. We cannot be up and active, we cannot be up and grateful at 4 a.m. We cannot be up and grateful at 3 a.m. So and this is one clock works is also is very, very important. Knowing the kind of system that works for you, unless you would want to copy other people's systems and at the end you don't be consistent with them. It happened a lot to me when I was very, very young. I will literally be watching all these people and I'll be practicing what they are doing. And I promise you guys, I never like after the first two after 2 days, I'm back to my normal and so instead of doing that, the right things to do is to see the and whenever you hear all these things, actually like what are the things that you can easily implement, integrate into your routine that will be very, very practical for you. It's productive you want to be not doing anything, you not steal from anybody. You just want to be productive. So don't push yourself to the extreme because you're trying to copy what you see on social media. So you need to understand yourself, understand your body, understand how you work as well. So over to the next slide. Is over to the next slide on some tools I will talk about. So I think in this class I'll be focusing more on Notion and Google Calendar. But I'm not sharing my screen now. But I think after I'm done with these slides, I would I will do that if I have more time, which I think I'll have more time. So some tools I recommend, and I will define every one of these tools and tell you why they help me a lot. So you can take a screen and short. Maybe Rachel will share the slides as well. Number one is Notion. Notion is one tool that come rain, come shine. I love that app so much. It's just like a digital workspace. You can put everything and anything there. It's like a workable, a portable office on your phone or your laptop. And also you can use it to plan your days, plan your week. I use it to do like a what is it called? Like a 2025 calendar. I've done it for my reading planner. I do my Bible and study on Notion as well. So is a tool for every single thing, and there are easy templates for you to start with that would really, really help you. Just in case you may not want to create your templates from scratch. So again, it's a very, very helpful tool, and if you can, I 100% recommend it. Google Calendar. I started using Google Calendar actively last year in blocking my task. What's called in planning. Obviously, whenever I have an event that I need to speak on, I put it there, and also it really, really helps as well. I also collaborate with people to in case you have a similar schedule or the person is my accountability partner. We can have like one calendar and I will put our activities there. So it really, really helps as well. And it really helps me to time block my day as well. So in time and blocking is when you strictly set a particular time to a particular time to or say particular task. And where Google Calendar is like it shows you clearly when you have time and when you don't. It shows you when you have time to sleep in any activity. This is strictly for this, this is strictly for that. So it's one reason why I use it. I alternatively I also use Excel. No, Google Sheets or Excel, yes, to also plan my day as to plan my week as well. So Screen and Zen is a app blocker. It's an app and blocker where you can say, okay, to I want to use Instagram for 2 hours or something. I want to use TikTok for 2 hours and once that time block the app. And it's very, very funny and frustrating app to use because if you want to open the app let's say after passing the time, you need to do like a puzzle, or you need to do something to open it. And sometimes before you are done with that particular thing, you be so upset you just leave the app. So I also recommend it as well. A timer. I use timers every if you even check my laptop, you see a timer icon. I use a timer every time to work. So if like now like preparing slides for this class like 2 hours then I prepare it then I sent it to Rachel. Even the smallest like getting ready or submitting this deliverable and all I always use my time. Reason being that it makes me feel that I'm in a competition. I need to finish what I'm supposed to do before the time runs out, so that I can put my I can put my timer in, like, let's say 3 hours, and I'm like, okay, before these 3 hours I must finish with this thing and this and this thing down. From 3 hours to zero, I'm on my game, like, what can I do to just finish this thing? And it just creates a sense of urgency. It really, really helps. I would advise, if you follow me, I don't know if you guys have known me like before now, but one thing I always preach about on my post is using a timer. It's a very, very simple tool that a lot of us underestimate. I use it more than I use, okay, I use Notion. No, I use my notes app and my timer the most. The most. So that's to do is this one is a very task management tool. You put your to-do list there. I'm like, look at me to this. You put it there as well. You plan as much as you can collaborate too. So over to Notes app. Notes app is just this way I can put everything, anything. I brain dump all my things on Notes app before I put it on Notion or on to do list. It's a very, very important tool. I'm sure that we all use our Notes app here. It's a very, very important tool, and it's something whenever one thing that I really wish that I did like a couple of weeks ago was that immediately I have ideas, I should have just written it on my notes, because I was like, I was in my head when I wake up, I'll be able to write it down, but majority of the time I forget. So even if you have a small ideas, you put it there. If you want to plan your a basic plan, because some of us we end up waiting to have all those sophisticated tools to do our plan, this aesthetic plan, but a lot of times we tend to procrastinate. So it's just best just put on your notes app, just use that box button and just plan everything there. From there you can now decide to now do the research, the aesthetics and all. So yes, these are tools that I recommend. I use them every single day, and obviously I'm teaching you guys how to do that as well. So that's the next slide. Okay. I think I'm even finish before I'll finish before my time like this. So that's the next slide. So um next is discipline. Next is discipline. Now, it's one thing for you to plan every single thing, and it's also one thing to learn a lot from this class, but everything is basically useless if we don't execute, if we don't implement it. And that's why discipline is extremely important. You can see the codes there. All your plans are just wishes until you have the discipline to execute. Before I even continue, because I've been talking, so I don't want to drink water. I want to hear from you guys. I don't productivity tools I recommend. Now I want to hear from you guys. What productivity tools do you recommend or do you use to help you to live a more productive life? Once I hear from like 5 people, I'm not going to go back to the next point. So if you can hear me, let me know the productivity tools that you use. It could be, maybe I've heard about it, maybe I've not. But I want to hear from you guys. What are tools that you have used, tools that has helped you in your productivity journey as well? So you can type, I don't know if it's also to, but you can just type so I can read. So yes, I'm waiting. If you want to speak, and Richard, can they speak as well? I don't know if they can speak.
Yes, they can speak.
Oh, they can speak. Wow. So if they want to speak, what should they do? Should they raise up their hand?
Yeah, they just
Like
unmute
how?
us.
Okay, if you want to speak, please unmute your mic. Let me know the and why. Yes, I want to know why as well, so that in case I need to use it, I'll get to my grind and I'll use it. So if you want to speak, you can speak and let me know the tools you use and why. But if you want to type, you can type as well. So I want to hear from at least six, 5 to 6 to 7 people, because we are like 35 years, so I bet I'm not hear from 10 people like this. So okay, I can see from the comments, Medium says Google. Then Elizabeth says app timer. Is that the name of the app, or like that's what it does? Like it times the app. But just let me know. Let me hear from other people. Let me hear from you
Okay, good
guys.
evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening.
Hi,
Sorry.
good evening. So, um, productivity app that I've used, I think I've used Google Calendar, and it's been okay for me because it helps me keep track of programs that I need to attend to, and I use Google Notes too. It is a very excellent app. It's been very good. Even when I changed phone, my plans, my notes were all synchronized back to my new phone, which I just got, and it was just like I didn't miss them. So I can say for these two apps,
Wow.
they've been excellent. They've been working fine, and it's 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 just my thing. It's just my app. Let's say it was created for me, so that's it.
Wow, let me put that on my notes app. I've never tried Google Notes before. And I think I should even try it because if I have a new phone now, how is it going to work? Am I even going to use on my notes? Let me take that down. Thank you so much, Olajumoke. Thank you. You have helped me now. I've taken note of it. I need to still, thank you. So if you again, like, if you want to speak, please unmute your mic. I want to hear from you guys. Like, now I've learned a new one. I've not heard about it before, so I'm also going to use as well. So if you have any app that you want to recommend, please unmute your mic and let me hear from you, and also be reading from the comments as well. So, and Messi said this class is just for me because I've not been making. Messi, please. Messi said that's why she'll not be focused. At least you are, that's the most important thing. To be honest, like, again, like before in my productivity journey, I don't know anything, I don't know Jack. All the silences via YouTube and reading as well. So I'm here to learn. Don't worry, I've got you, mister, I've got you. Then I can date Timmy that I don't know, like I'll just call you Timmy that because I think I just murdered your name. I said I don't use any as well. But now I have seen that I need to be productive in the new year. Yes, even though it's just one. Please, one mistake that I made at first was that I downloaded a lot of productivity apps because over consumerism, like you just want to do every single thing. You think that you need all the productivity apps in the world to be productive. But to be very honest, you don't. You don't. If like majority of the time people even use planning to procrastinate. So I would advise one or two. Two is even a stretch. Just say like, no, okay, one or two because I will need you to have a place where you can put all your fully beans and all your like all these very huge planning plans and all. And that's one. That's why I do my big plans. And let's say one for your to-do list app or then your notes app as well. Notes app very, very important, game changer. I love it. So even though you can just have like one or two or three, don't say okay because I've heard productivity, I'll go and download everything. Even me, I don't really have anything. What I always do is that I like all the apps that I mentioned, I don't use all of them at the same time. If you check my phone right now, the apps that are on my phone. Let me open my phone. Everything I mentioned, okay. Google Calendar is obviously there, Notes is obviously there. So I don't even have to do list here. I downloaded a new one called Tick Tick. I downloaded it because it has a Pomodoro timer. So I really think it will really help me as well. I just had Notion, but I only installed this like let's say 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago, I have it on my laptop. So I prefer to use on my laptop. So again, like you must not use every single app in the world. You must not because we now empty and under execute. So we use them planning to push the execution. We use planning to procrastinate. We use them planning to, escape the real work that needs to be done. So even as you are downloading these things, make sure that you download one that is very easy to use for you. I don't want you to spend all day trying to learn how to use this particular app. Just use one app that is very, very easy for you because the main thing that you need to do is to put in the work, is to put in the needed work, is to act on it. It's not really to plan. So yes, so yeah, so Emma said I will what did she say? I've never had any idea of any productivity app. Wow. Thank you for this class, and I'm so proud of you. And thank you, Rachel, for organizing this class. This is a very, very important thing. So, and I feel like not even I feel like the time of this class is very, very intentional because still January, you can still do a lot before February comes. You can say your new year is starting February and implement all these things and still make the most of 2025. So I'll keep reading the comments. Ada said, hey, network just do me dirty today, going off and on, and I want to I want to be able to grasp anything from today's class. I will also state that first of all. Thank you so much, Adaya. So sis, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think Rachel is recording the class, so by God's grace, we I think it's even on YouTube. The next to be sharing, you guys will be able to learn. So, in case you have not been able to grasp a lot because of network, to be honest, even before I joined this class, I was just praying. Ask Rachel when you guys had your onboarding. I was like, Rachel, can you see me in the room? She said, no, she can't see. I said, hey, network has done it today. so, oh, did you just start recording it?
It will be on YouTube. I didn't record on Zoom. I forgot. It was where you mentioned.
Can you just
But it will be on
can you,
YouTube anyways.
can you just imagine this?
Because they are streaming live on YouTube. Oh my God.
Wow.
My mind.
You guys can check YouTube. I apologize on behalf of Rachel. You guys can check YouTube for the video. So, Abang said, I don't use any productivity, but now I'm getting better. I should be better with the knowledge I'm getting. You guys are, I love how responsive you guys are, and I like the fact that you guys are learning a lot from this class. One thing that I promised myself was that I know that I've productivity for the longest time. But I told myself that I know also overcomplicate things for you guys. One reason why I don't go straight into okay, do this, do that is I'm trying to really build as um as gradually as possible. So I really, really hope that I guys are going to learn. I'm happy about the kind of responses I'm getting. So we can see and Gloria says, well, I've never heard of productivity, so I'm just sharing of this, although I use Google Calendar for events and if I need to go to an important place. Honestly, Google Calendar is the most using that to be honest. But yes, this can also very, very important because a lot of us use Google and Calendar for number one events, which is cute. But what happens to the day-to-day things that we need to do? So the one reason why all these smaller apps they are very, very important as well. So please like network made me join later. I learned something. I'm happy that I'm happy that we still have a lot. No, we don't really have lots cover because which I'm not finishing the 2 hour stuff. I to go and drink water and I'll still continue. So thank you so much for all the responses. You can still keep them coming. I'm going to read every single one of them. But over to the next slide of discipline, because that is the most important part of the class. The discipline aspect. So I don't know, Rachel, if you can share my slides so we can continue. Okay, we are back. We're back. Hey. Okay, I can see. Thank you. So now over to discipline. This is if you guys don't take any no, I'm gonna say if you guys don't take anything from this class, take this one. No, you guys must take everything from this class because this class is so easy to understand. But this is the most important thing. Now you can download all the apps that you need to download. You can take notes of all the things I spoke about here. But if you don't, are you guys seeing me? If you don't implement it, it's as good as nothing. It's how people say wisdom is applied in knowledge. So it's one thing for you to read and understand and learn from all these classes and learn from all the amazing. I saw the lineup of the speakers, like people I really look up to. It's one thing for you to learn a lot from this amazing class and other classes that you have. Another thing for you to execute it. It's when you execute and you see the results that you'll be happy that yes, those 2 hours were worth it. So this thing is extremely important. All your plans are just wishes until you have the discipline to execute it. Once you have the discipline to execute, you are just talking. Once you have the discipline to walk the talk, you are just playing. So now let's be honest, a lot of us struggle with procrastination. If you struggle with procrastination, just let me know with a reaction or with an emoji and all. We all, even I raise up my hands, my foot. I also struggle with procrastination a lot. So, and this is one reason why using this particular thing I'll tell you guys now. I'll say number one, make use of the 3 minute rule. So this can be the 2 minute rule, the 5 minute rule. People call it any, but the major thing is, uh, bless you. You guys are funny in this your class. So, and bless you said she's the queen of procrastination. Ah, yeah. You after this class, blessing, I got you. You don't gotta be the queen of procrastination again. But it's something that we all struggle with. But one thing that really, really helps me is that I always make use of the 5 minute rule or the 2 minute rule. What is this? Now, majority of us, what we struggle with when it comes to procrastination is starting. Hey, let me see my power bank is still. Hey. Majority of us, and what we struggle with and when it comes to procrastination is starting. A lot of us find it hard to start. A lot of us find it hard to start, and that's why this really is very, very important. Ask yourself and say that, okay, if in the next 5 minutes I work on this particular thing, and I don't feel like doing it again, you start. The most difficult thing is to start. And a lot of us, we wait till we are motivated to take action. But how it's supposed to go is you are supposed to be you are supposed to take action to be motivated, and that's why this rule is something that has worked for me. So one thing I do is, let me bring out my phone for you guys. One thing that I do is I put on my timer of 5 minutes, and I say, okay, I'm going to just use 5 minutes to do this thing. If at the end of 5 minutes, where is it? I know like I minutes, and if at the end of 5 minutes I don't feel like doing this thing again, if in 5 minutes I don't feel like doing it, I will stop. You guys, 99.99% of the time, whenever I do this, I always end up just finishing the whole thing. Because I'm like, this thing was not hard after all. This thing was really not that deep. So you anytime you want to procrastinate, just put a timer to like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and say that I'm going to start this. If I don't feel like doing it after these 5 minutes, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. And if you can't do like stop, but I can promise you, it's really not that hard after all. So now number two is have focus times. Now the reason why this is important is a lot of us, we need to be intentional about making sure that we are um doing deep work. Now deep work is not coming and washing plates and all. Deep work is sitting down and saying, okay, this thing I'm going to work on it, because like that particular thing contributes the most to your future. So have focus times, like have times where you are like, from this hour on this particular goal that I'm working on. There is this book called 5 a.m. Club, where the author recommended that 90 minutes for each, 90 minutes every day. You focus on your passion projects or that big goal that you want to work on. And it's something that I will live by. If I know that, okay, this is my big goal for this particular month or this particular quarter or week, I know that, okay, every single day I wake up to work on those times. Maybe you can start with 2 hours. Make sure that those 2 hours you are focused like crazy, like they are over focused, they are dropping your phone, and social media is not distracting you, and you are focused on that particular task. Because it helps to build your attention span, because a lot of us, our attention span is only God that can save us. Because and right now the popularization of short, like everyone is fighting for your attention, so you don't really focus on what matters. So please, you need to be intentional about the kind of things that you work on whenever you are working, and don't just do 2 minutes here, 3 minutes here. Like actually focus on something. So now identify your distractions and limit them. This my light will soon go up, so I may put off my camera very soon. But bear with me, I'm still here in the flesh. So and what's called identify your distractions and limit them. This is also very important. These are the things that distract you the most. These are the things that take your focus the most. I know that it's TikTok and my TikTok quick sticker. I know that this TikTok distracts me, I won't install it. Or I log out from my account. So I identify like what distract. Another thing is food. Hey, I love food. I can say I'm stopping this thing because I'm gonna cook. So identify what distracts you the most and limit it as much as possible. As I always say, get accountability partners if possible to just really help you. So back to the next slide. This next slide is also very packed too, but like I'll try and be fast. I'll be fast because my light so and I want you guys to see my face. But now, quick productivity tips that will help you in 2025. The reason why I wanted to add this slide, despite how much I've already spoken, is I want you guys to at least leave with small nuggets that will just really help you. Even though that I've been speaking grammar from the beginning of this class, you know that okay, these small things will really help you grow. Number one, as I said, discipline over motivation. This is very important. We are waiting to be inspired before we can work. We are waiting to for someone to come and hype us up. We are waiting to what's called. We are waiting to um what would I say? Okay, we are waiting to be motivated or inspired, or we are waiting to watch one aspire to Maguire quote from someone before you put in the work. My dear, you are taking your time and you're procrastinating, and that's not what we support. That is not what we support at all. That's not what we support. Discipline over motivation. Then next is have a clear to-do list the night before. This is very important. Whenever it comes to planning your day, it's very important to plan your day the night before. Reason being that you wake up in a greater sense of purpose. You wake up knowing that okay, these are the things I'm supposed to do. Yes, I'm not saying okay, it's bad to wake up and plan your day, but it just hits different when you wake up and you already have an idea of what you're supposed to do. So have a clear to-do list the night before. Even start practicing with you. In fact, don't even wait till February before you practice every single thing I've spoken about here. Start practicing from now. Have a clear to-do list the night before. As I can always wake up with a sense of purpose. The next thing is be an addicted learner. This is one thing that gives me so much joy. See learning. I love learning a lot. So be an addicted learner and make sure that you are not going to bed without learning something new. Whether it's through podcast, whether it's through reading a book, whether it's taking a course, make sure that you are learning single day. The next thing I would say is have a productive circle. One thing that you always hear me say and credit my growth to is kind of friends I have around me. Ask yourself, like, are you the smart? If you are the smartest person in your friend group, that is the time to leave the friend group. I don't want to sugarcoat this for you guys. If you are the smartest person, you are the most driven person in your friend group, that is it's your time to say bye bye. You can't do this. Peace out. I love you all, but you can't do this anymore. So make sure that you have people that inspire you. Make sure that you have people that push you to be a better version of yourself. Because if you are in a place where you are the best, you feel comfortable and you'll not be pushed to grow at all. So yes, make sure that you have a productive circle and make sure that the people around you are encouraging you and pushing you to be your very best every single day. The next thing is leave your comfort zone. A lot of us are so comfortable in that little bubble of ours that we forget that the real magic happens outside that bubble. So this is your reminder to live, explore, try new things. This is the best time to explore and take risk because if you think that you can do that in the future, no, in the future you have way more responsibilities. You will never be as less busy as you are right now. No matter how occupied that you may be, I know that some of us, I don't know whether we have some married people here, but some of us we have lots of responsibilities that we at this point. But like you will never be as less busy as you are during the time that you have. Now, always remind yourself of the why. This is very important because like if you don't know the why of something, that busy is inevitable. You need to ask yourself, okay, what is even the reason I'm doing this? What is the reason that some of you guys even came for this class? What is the reason that some of you guys bought this particular course or why is that some of us want to post online? What and why we focus on this particular project? You need to ask them like the why of things because if you don't know the why, you will not whenever on the days that you want to stop going, there will be nothing to drive you to keep going. So remind yourself of the why. Ask yourself like, okay, what is the why of me doing this thing? Why? Why? I remind yourself of it. I'm not done with that slide. I have two more points, Rachel. So now over to do more, talk less. I think no, please could you scroll down? I have like two more on top. Okay, thank you. So do more, talk less. I always say reduce the time between knowing and doing. A lot of us, if people pay us, if we are rewarded according to how much we talk about our goals and what we are supposed to do, some of us will be extremely rich. Like some of us will be swimming in billions by now because a lot of us can talk. Everyone wants to become rich. If I want to say how many of you guys want to become successful in life, everyone raise up their hand. If I say, okay, how many of you guys want to be poor? Nobody raises their. Nobody wants to be poor. Nobody wants to be a failure. But it's not everyone that is willing to do what needs to be done to get there. So you need to ask yourself, like, would you be on the side of someone that is not willing to put in the work, or would you be on the side of someone that wakes up every morning ready to go, to do more and talk less, and always aim to be productive rather than busy? I think I've spoken about this before. Not because you committed 15 things in your list doesn't mean that you are productive. Not because you did this and that doesn't mean that um doesn't mean that you have had a fulfilling day. Is the most the kind of future that you want to achieve. And I trust that you guys do an amazing job. So back to the next slide. I think I'll be I think I would. So Richard, can you hear me? Please can scroll to the next slide. Okay, I don't know if Richard. Hello? So if you guys can hear me, let me know.
Yes, I am here. I'm here.
I don't know. Okay, can you hear me? I don't know if Rachel is still here. Okay, our stuff is loading. Okay, I think I'm ready for me. So, Rachel, please can you hear me? The next slide, please. But let me read from the comments. Okay, Olad Md said, I've learned a lot. Thank you for this amazing session. I've just connected with you on it. Okay, I'll check my phone maybe after the class. Blessing, Mercy, can you hear me? So, I don't know whether it's just Rachel, are you still here? Okay. She's back. She's back. Okay. Well, there's some people outside. Okay, so now and one thing about every class I attend is um I always end it with a quote to just round it all up and just be, you know, food for thought. So that I want to leave here today with is and in the next class I'll go more into a detail on Notion and Google Calendar. And if you guys want me to talk about any other tools, just let me know before the class, and so that after I'm done with the normal teaching, we'll do like full on practical. Maybe I'll teach for like 1 hour, and for the next hour it's just be practical. But the quotes that I will leave here to be today is every single day of the year will not be as now a lot of us they were like and January was not productive and January and first was not as productive as we wanted to be. So you just feel discouraged that oh my god, this year is that. Or even at the beginning of the day, majority of like these days, the beginning of my days have not been so productive, but that's not a reason to, you know, to while away in time and not take advantage of the remaining hours of the day that you have. So if now I think that okay, after you are in this class and you are done implementing every single thing that I've spoken about here, your days will be productive. It's like when people give their life to Jesus now, like and they become born again. It doesn't mean that they will never do anything wrong again in their life, but when they do it, how fast can they get back on their feet, knowing what they did wrong and repent and start, you know, and start afresh. So again, like this last quote, promise yourself that you will not stay down, but you will get up again with more determination to win. Still and take advantage of the remaining hours of your day, the week, the remaining weeks of the months, the remaining months of the year. Still take advantage of the time that you have. And I'm rooting, I just remember that I'm always rooting for you. If you have any questions, do let me know. But pass it through Rachel. because I asked Rachel like my texting habit is so poor, but like if it comes from Rachel, I would answer because I talk to Rachel on the regular. So if you have any questions, do let me know, or you can ask them here. And yeah, I'm rooting for you guys. I've had an amazing time with you, Progressive and Nelson, and I'll see you on Wednesday. So I hope you have been able to learn a lot. And yes, and if you can still hear me, just let me know one thing that you are taking away from this class. I know that I've spoken for over an hour, but like, what is one thing that you know that okay, this is your major lesson from this class? Let me know in the comments. Let me hear from you guys. Let me hear from you guys. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that you guys can hear me. Hello. Okay, Rachel, I'm done. No? Yay.
Thank you so much, Favor. That was a wonderful presentation. Ladies, please let's celebrate her.
Thank you
It's not
so
easy to
much.
come and teach. It's not easy to please let me celebrate her in the comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Favor.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for having me.
You're welcome. We'll be having the second class on Wednesday. So ensure you don't miss it. Ensure you don't miss Wednesday's class. It's still Favor that is going to be teaching us on Wednesday. And ensure you connect with her. Let me share the slides again. You can connect with her on TikTok at Ataisi Nelson, TikTok or
On
Instagram.
or LinkedIn
Instagram,
preferably.
she's Ataisi Nelson. Then on LinkedIn, it's Favor Nelson. LinkedIn Favor Nelson. So please do connect with her. And these are our communities: the PY community, Productive You by FN, the PY book club, 90 Days with FN. So let's connect with her. Then on Wednesday, ensure you do not miss the class. So thank you, Favor. Do we have any question before Favor leaves? If you have any question, kindly unmute your mic and ask because she will soon leave. If you have any question, unmute your mic and speak, please. I guess they don't have any question. So Favor, you
Okay.
can leave. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Look forward to
Bye,
seeing you on
everyone.
Wednesday. We-
See you, and I'll be early this time.
Okay, great. All right, take care. Bye. See you in the inside. Okay, ladies. We've come to the end of today's class. Ensure you fill out the attendance form. It has been shared in the chats. It has been shared in the chat. Please ensure you fill out the attendance form. I will be stopping this meeting by 8:30. So if you are here to fill out the attendance form, kindly do now. YouTube people, I will soon share attendance for you. Please give me a moment. I can see you guys are here to fill out your attendance. YouTube people have dropped the attendance sheet in the chat, so please fill it out. The attendance list, the attendance form rather, has been dropped in the chat. Ensure you fill it out. So you are free to leave the call, guys. You are free to leave the class. This person said, Rachel, thank you. Every class has opened my brain to something good. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Miss Rachel. God continue to bless you, ma. Amen. God continue to bless you too. Okay. Oh, great, Farida. That's good to know. Blessing said she's a queen of procrastination. Stop procrastinating as from today. Mercy OG too. Mercy said I procrastinate a lot. Stop procrastinating as from today henceforth. Success rate is determined by your productivity. Great. Those people that are just joining, I'm just adding you. We are done with the session. Oh. Probably you might want to fill out the attendance. We are done with today's class. Ebere said, thank you very much, Rachel. God bless you and increase you. Amen. Amen. I'm going to end this class by 8:30. This class will end by 8:30. You two people fill out your attendance, please. We are done with tonight's class. So